This lesson is solving rational equation part 4. Here I have an example. First fractions, second fraction, third fractions. I'm going to rewrite this line down here so that you can see the changes. So I'm going to rewrite this line to this line so you can see the changes. So the first fraction, there's no changes because the denominator is already factored. The second fractions will be changed, and this is the change. I want the variable to be in front and the number in the back. So I am only switching the positions. Again, put the x in front and the number in the back. And because I switched the position, I must put another negative in. One more time. I want the x to be in front and the 2 in the back. Because I switched the position, I need to put another negative in. Okay? And the reason is this. If you multiply this negative back, negative times x, I get negative x. Negative times negative 2, I get positive 2. So that is the reason why we put another negative in, because I switch the positions. Okay, so again, I want the x to be in front, the 2 in the back, and because I switched the position, I must put another negative in. Okay, next, this fraction, the denominator is simplified to is factored into x minus 2, x plus 2, and the reason is this is a square, 4 is also a square, and because there's a negative in the middle, it can be factored into x minus 2, x plus 2. And this is called difference of square. X squared minus 4 is difference of square. This is a square. The 4 is also a square. And there's a minus in the middle. So it can be factored into x minus 2, x plus 2. Okay. Now, this line will be down to this line. So this line will be moved down to this line. The only thing that will be changed is that there are two negatives, so negative and negative will become positive. Okay, so again, this line is moved down to this line. Then the only thing that is changed is this negative and this negative become positive. Okay, next, I know all of my denominators. I know all of the denominators, so I just use the denominators, multiply it so that all of these denominators go away. Okay, so here I have x plus 2, I also have x plus 2, and since they are repeated, write it one time outside. X minus 2, I have another x minus 2. Because they are repeated, I just write it one time outside. Okay, so again, get the denominators, only write one time outside, and then after that, multiply to each of these fractions, and then the denominator go away. Okay, so here we go. So this multiply to the first fractions, the denominator x plus 2, and there's another x plus 2, so that cancels out. All I have left is x minus 2. Okay, let's move on to the second fractions. This times over here. So x minus 2 cancel out. I just have x plus 2. Okay, third fractions, so this times to the third fractions. The bottom, everything go away because x minus 2, x plus 2 is canceled. So all I have left is 3x plus 8. And as you can see, all of the denominator go away or cancel. Okay, so again, we use the denominator to multiply so that it can be canceled out. Okay. And then once I have down here, all the denominator go away. I just combine like terms. So x and x gives me 2x. This negative 2, this positive 2 go away. Bring down the 3x plus 8. I want the x on the other side, so subtract 3 over. So 2 subtract 3 gives me negative x. Bring down the positive 8. Divide by negative 1 because x must be by itself and letter must be positive and by itself. So divide by negative. So negative and negative become positive. 8 divided by negative 1, negative 8. And this is our answer. Okay, so again, go back to the beginning. I want to point out this one because I want x to be in front, the 2 in the back. I switch their spots so that the x is in front, 2 is in the back. Since I switched the spots, then I must put another negative in. Okay, I must put an extra negative in. So be very careful of that. Also, this x squared minus 4 is called difference of square, and there's a negative in front, negative in the middle. I can rewrite it as x minus 2 and x plus 2. Why I can do that? Because this is a difference of square. Okay, so be very careful. And again, use the denominator, multiply to cancel its denominator. If I have the denominator or repeating, just write one time. As you can see, x plus 2, they're repeated, just write it one time. X minus 2 are repeated, write it one time. Okay, so be very careful.